I'm recording the outside of my property. This is my side lily garden. There's also a couple of rose bushes. Just beautiful this time of year. Different colors. This is a beautiful hydrangea that's really showing a display this year. The colors are just gorgeous. This is a small deck that leads into our backyard. That's Coco, 16 years old, but still going. These are pastures in the back of the house, which some of them are just huge. They're called elephant ear hosta. This is my Russian sage. Really beautiful this time. It should be really a lot more purple as it buds. This is where we have many happy memories of cookouts, spot for the grill. This is the patio in the back of the house, which I just love. It brings you right outside to nature. I think it's so much better than being high up on a deck, which is okay, but I love my patio. Impatiens that love this spot. I'll back up so you can see the room we have. Globe arborvitaes make this a separate area. Now we'll go to the fish pond, which is such an oasis of serenity, the sound of the water. I have zebra grass, which gives it height. Black-eyed Susans are starting to bloom. This is the pond. You hear the sound of the waterfall, even at night in the house. We've got multiple bushes of daisies, pond plants. This bench that I sit on, I have my nightly glass of wine, which I enjoy. Another big rhododendron. That is a beautiful red. Shot of the pond. Hosta, which loves this backyard. More lilies. And also a little garden of lavender. Which the bees love. A hydrangea that is really big. I'll have to prune it in the fall. Now we'll go down the path. It leads us to the edge of the property. More hosta, and also an azalea. This gives you a shot of how wide the lawn is. Now we go down the path. It's a little buggy this time of year, but if you put enough pesticide on. It keeps you from getting chewed. That's the country. Now this walkable path will take us right to the edge of our property, surrounded by stone walls that have been here for hundreds of years. Old growth trees. When my grandchildren were younger, they used to love to walk down here. I would tell them that this tree, this big old tree with the arms that are kind of rotted, was haunted. Oh, and they thought that was just great. Now we'll continue on. Mosquitoes are buzzing. Lots of trees. There's also this ground cover which is called princess pine. I'll show you a little bit of it closer. It's all over and it makes beautiful wreaths. Now we'll continue on. In the fall it's beautiful walking through here. Color display on the leaves is very, very pretty. This is an old sawhorse. My husband used to pick deadfalls up, cut them out here. Here's another haunted tree with a long arm, which I told my grandchildren. Now they think it's silly. You see the brightness at the end of the path. That's a field. They used to drive cattle through here when it was a farm. Put them in this field. When my husband first found the property, he was looking at a piece of property further up. And he looked over the wall and there were the cattle. And then he found out that it was for sale, because the owner had passed away, so he bought it. That was in 1972, and he's been here. I moved in '86 and we married, so it's a real part of our life. Look at this piece of quartz. It's just gorgeous. Now this field has really grown over. If somebody had the equipment, wouldn't take much to bring it back. I won't go any further because there might be poison ivy. This is it. And then I'll show you where we came in. That's the opening. I'll show you the walls that run down to separate this property from the parcel over. This property is surrounded by 55 acres on one spot and 200 on the other, so there's a lot of open space. This tree is just magnificent. It's a maple. It's so old. We'll proceed on. Show you a lot of the old growth trees. And the stone walls. the deadfalls. We had a real bad winter, as everybody knows. Nothing brings trees down like heavy snow. These stone walls we're approaching is the end of the property, which runs, I'll show you when I get over here. Runs right down to another section where there's a pond, small pond. There you go. Runs all the way down. Can't see it because of the tree line. And that's the end of the field that I just showed you. I can't climb those rocks. I'm afraid I'll fall. And that's it. I love this property, but it's time for me and David to get an easier lifestyle. But it's a beautiful piece of property.